Hello everyone, I'm Max, P2P and crowd investor, and in this video I will analyze my own Crowdestor portfolio for you, and I will show you what my strategies were so far and how I adapted now for the future. And also I will tell you later in the video where my co-investor put his last 13,000 euro, in which project it's invested right now, and I will tell you later. So let's have a look at my portfolio. Here you can see all my projects listed in a spreadsheet from biggest amount to smallest amount, and I separated them into 3 categories. Blue is small and medium enterprise projects, green is Crowdestor specialized projects, and yellow is real estate projects. So in the next step, I want to look more closely to some of the projects with you. So first I want to introduce you to my highest stake project, which is Virtualizer export financing project. It is delayed right now, and yeah, it was delayed due to Corona, and right now the money from the buyer of the fertilizer is being paid to the borrower's bank in Spain, and there it is stuck. And yeah, it's likely that Crowdestor has to take legal action to this bank now to make them release the funds, and so they can be repaid to the borrower. So my second largest investment on Crowdestor is the Warhunt movie. I'm invested since round 1, and at the beginning really nobody could tell if this will be a success and if they manage to make a great movie out of this. But they managed to hire Hollywood actors like Mickey Rourke and some others as well, and they increased the value of the movie each financing round of Crowdestor. So you could really see how Crowdestor fundings helped this movie a lot to develop, and then with the Corona crisis it helped to increase the value even more, because there was a scarcity of film productions, and right now the production company is in negotiation with the biggest streaming platforms. When I was in Riga, I heard like the prices, and it's a huge upside, and so it's one of the safest projects. And right after I came back, I increased my investments on Warhunt a lot. So the last project I want to talk about is a government medical supply contract project, which is impressive because it's a German company selling ventilation machines produced in Turkey to the Romanian government, and it's a very short-term loan period, only 2 months, and huge interest rate of 36, but it's like 3% per month. And I liked about the project that it's meeting the current health needs due to the coronavirus, because ventilation machines are needed, and the project makes totally sense and is huge benefit, I think. So you can see I'm also quite strongly invested in other projects, like the heating plant. It's a heating plant of Janis Timmer, the CEO of Crowdestor, so it's a pretty safe project for me. Also the fur processing project is a project where Crowdestor can take over the control and sell the assets, so they can be involved in it as well. And for instance, Kalejo 57 is also a real estate project that belongs to Crowdestor directly. Besides, I'm testing out the small and medium enterprise projects just with little amounts, just to test them and see how they are developing, since they are quite a recent trend in Crowdestor and probably the future. So as you can see, I also marked some other projects as delayed, and those delays are mainly due to coronavirus. And but they are not like in severe danger of a default. We got informed about these projects and about the delays, and at least, for instance, the forest project will be repaid early in probably October. As you can see, I'm heavily focused on the Crowdestor specialized projects, which take 92% of all my investments, and the second place is real estate projects with almost 7%, and I have just 1% of my funds in small medium enterprise projects. I'm testing them right now, but probably increasing the funds in the future. So let's look at my own investment strategy. Like my co-investor, I have a clear focus on projects with high interest rate. For me also, there's no higher default probability just because of higher interest, but it's just there's less securities on a high interest rate project than in a low interest rate project. So I just look more carefully on these projects, do my due diligence, and assess the risks of the projects myself, because there's not so much collateral that I can rely on. But if my feeling is good about the projects after my due diligence, I'm also willing to invest higher in these projects. So second, I also have a focus on projects where Crowdestor is directly involved. It's just because I trust Crowdestor and I think they are really good at what they're doing, especially in assessing projects, and when they participate in projects, I feel much safer. Then I increased my investments with later stages and when project is developing according to the plan. So most of the projects are with several stages, and I monitor what is happening from stage to stage, and if I see everything is going fine, I increase my investments in the later stages, for instance like in the Warhan movie. Then, as you could see, I invest continuously in small amounts in SME projects, and my goal is to keep track on the success rate of these projects and keep track on the borrowers, so I can see which borrowers are very reliable, and so I would invest in them in the future again and probably higher amounts. So these are just like my test investments. And last but not least, in the future I will only invest more than 10,000 euros in projects which are directly affiliated to Crowdestor or super safe projects. And yeah, just to avoid a situation where my money is stuck and I have to wait for it, like in the Virtualizer project right now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something, and if so, I'm happy if you click the like button. You can do this right now. Thank you. And if you aren't following yet, so you can follow right now. Click the alert bell so you will be informed when new video is launched. And yeah, in my next videos I will analyze other high stake portfolios. I will analyze new coming projects where I myself or one of my co-investors or we all together will invest heavily. So yeah, don't miss out, and see you next time.